There is a flood of homes for sale in the GTA. Active listings are up over 30% from last year. You have about 8 seconds to grab a buyer's attention before they click away to the next property. So why are so many homes just sitting there? Some for over 40 days, leading to painful price reductions. It's not just the interest rates, and it's not just the sheer number of listings. Those are just symptoms of a much bigger problem. There is a fundamental mistake that thousands of sellers are making right now in 2025, and it's causing their homes to get completely lost in the noise. My name is Jyoti Shamnani, and as a realtor here in Toronto, I see this mistake play out every single day. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the number one reason your home isn't selling. More importantly, I'll give you a clear, actionable strategy to fix it so you can stand out from the competition and sell for top dollar even as average prices are falling. Ready to find out what it is? Let's get into it. Here is the problem: a market you don't recognize. Let's just get right to the hard numbers, because the market today is not the market of a few years ago. The latest data paints a very clear picture of the challenges sellers are facing. First, the inventory of available homes is exploding. Active listings, which is the number of homes for sale at any given time, have skyrocketed by over 30% compared to last year, hitting levels we haven't seen in decades. To put that in perspective, buyers now have a massive buffet of options. They aren't rushed, and they are definitely not desperate. That scarcity that drove all the bidding wars, that's gone. In its place is a sea of for sale signs, making it incredibly hard for any single property to stand out. Second, while listings are way up, the number of actual sales is flat or down. This widening gap between supply and demand is the textbook definition of a buyer's market. There are simply more sellers than there are qualified, confident buyers ready to pull the trigger. This imbalance is what gives buyers their negotiating power, and trust me, they are using it. Let's talk about the vicious cycle of a stale listing. The real pain of not selling isn't just the final price. It's the agonizing, stressful process of being stuck. It's the weekly calls with your agent where there is no good news to share. It's constantly cleaning and leaving your home for showings that lead to zero offers. It's putting your entire life, your next move, your financial future on hold, all while the market keeps shifting under your feet. So many sellers fall into a dangerous psychological trap. They are emotionally anchored to the peak market prices. I have seen families having a beautiful, well-maintained home, but they were stuck in a 2021 mindset. They kept remembering the astronomical price their neighbor sold and couldn't shake that number. They told me, "I know what my house could have sold for, and my ego doesn't want to accept less." And that right there, that's the trap. They price their home based on a market that no longer exists. The first 2 weeks go by with a few showings, but the feedback is always the same. Nice home, but overpriced. Still, they hold firm. But by week 4, the showings dry up, making their listing officially stale. Here is the brutal truth about the stale listing. Buyers and their agents see the days on the market stat. When that number gets high, they smell blood in the water. They assume something is wrong with the property, or more likely that the seller is getting desperate. The only offers that come in are low balls, far below what they could have gotten if they had positioned the property correctly from day one. They eventually are forced to make further price reductions and have to sell for less than their agent's initial recommended list price. They don't just lose money, they lose time, momentum, and endure months of stress. Their mistake wasn't just the price, it was a failure to see their home for what it is in this market. A product that needs to be strategically packaged and marketed to compete. In 2025, you can't just ride the market's wave. You have to create your own. So what's the solution? It's not a listing, it's a product. So what's the number one reason homes aren't selling? It's not the price alone. It's the complete failure to switch from a listing mindset to a product launch mindset. In a seller's market, you can just list a house. The demand is so high that buyers will find you. In a buyer's market like this one, you have to launch a product. You have to create a compelling package that is strategically priced, impeccably presented, and professionally marketed to cut through all the noise. It's about controlling every single variable you can to make your home the obvious choice. So how do we do that? It comes down to executing 4 critical pillars without fail. Pillar number 1, strategic and competitive pricing. And notice I said strategic, not just cheaper. In this market, your price isn't just a number, it's a marketing tool. Pricing your home competitively from day one is the single most important decision you'll make. Overpricing even by 5% is the kiss of death. It guarantees you will be on the market longer and likely sell for less after you're forced to make a price cut. A strategic price isn't based on what your neighbor got 6 months ago. You have to go deeper. You have to analyze the active competition, the other homes a buyer will see on the same day they see yours. How does your kitchen stack up? Your bathroom finishes? We price your home to be absolute best value in this category right now. The goal isn't just to sell, it's to generate immediate interest and multiple showings in the first 7 to 10 days, creating a sense of urgency that has disappeared from the rest of the market. Pillar number 2, presentation is paramount, creating the unignorable product. Most buyers start their search online. Your photos are your digital curb appeal, and they have to be flawless. This isn't optional anymore. If you're not investing in professional photography and a high-quality virtual tour, you've already lost half the battle. But it starts before the photographer even shows up. Your home needs to be depersonalized and decluttered. Most importantly, it needs to be professionally staged. Staging isn't about hiding flaws. It's about showcasing a lifestyle. It helps buyers connect with the space and see themselves living there. This is how you turn a house into a desirable product. We focus on high-impact, low-cost upgrades, a fresh coat of neutral paint, modern light fixtures, and a new cabinet hardware. These small details tell buyers that a home is well cared for and move-in ready. By the way, if you're finding this helpful, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. I release new videos every week with data-driven insights to help you navigate the GTA market. And let me know in the comments what's the biggest challenge you're seeing for sellers in your neighborhood. Pillar number 3, aggressive marketing and total accessibility. Once the product is perfect, we need an aggressive launch plan. This means more than just putting it on MLS. We need targeted digital campaigns on social media and real estate websites to get your home in front of the biggest pool of qualified buyers possible. But the best marketing in the world is useless if buyers can't see your home. You have to be incredibly flexible with showing times. And I see sellers who only allow 2-hour window on Saturday. In this market, that's a critical mistake. A serious buyer might only be available on a Tuesday afternoon. If you say no, you might be turning away your best offer. We make the home as easy as possible to show, accommodating last-minute requests where we can. You never know which showing will be the one. Pillar number 4, radical transparency to build trust. Finally, in a market where buyers are cautious and skeptical, you build confidence through transparency. This is why a pre-listing home inspection is one of the most powerful tools a seller has. By providing a clean inspection report upfront, you remove a huge point of friction. You take away the buyer's fear of the unknown. It stops them from trying to nitpick a minor issue later to shave thousands off your price. It signals that you're a confident seller with nothing to hide, which makes your product far more attractive than the competition and speeds up the entire process. The market has fundamentally shifted. With active listings up over 30% and sales flat, just sitting back and hoping for the best is not a strategy. The number one reason homes fail to sell in 2025 is an outdated mindset. Too many sellers are just listing a property and hoping when they should be launching a product designed to win. Success in this market requires a proactive 4-part strategy: pricing that creates urgency, presentation that sparks emotion, marketing that maximizes reach, and transparency that builds trust. By focusing on these 4 pillars, you stop being a passive victim of the market and become an active participant in your own success. You create a property that doesn't just blend in, it stands out as the clear and obvious choice. This is how you sell your home faster and for more money, even in this challenging market. It's not about luck, it's about strategy. If you're thinking about selling your home in the GTA and want to make sure you have a strategic plan tailored to your property and your goals, I will invite you to book a confidential, no obligation consultation with me to create a winning strategy for your home. The link is in the description below. We can sit down together, go over the numbers for your neighborhood, and build a launch plan that gets you the results you deserve. Thank you so much for watching.